be showing you guys some of my favorite contemporary books and what I would recommend to y'all if you're looking for some contemporary reads. So here are just some of my favorite contemporary novels. Lego. I think if you're looking for really cute, fluffy, light reads, I would really recommend the Anna and the French Kiss companion trilogy. These are all by Stephanie Perkins, and they're all so amazing. They're so cute, they're so fluffy, and I've mentioned these a bunch of times on my channel, I'm pretty sure, but I really cannot recommend them enough. They're so good. Anna and the French Kiss follows Anna, and she goes to Paris for her last year of high school, and she attends the American School of France or something. It's a boarding school in Paris, and she meets this boy named Etienne St. Clair, and things happen. So that's the premise of Anna. In Lola and the Boy Next Door, we follow a girl named Lola and the boy next door, Cricket, and stuff happens. And then in Isla, we follow Isla and Josh, who we see in Anna and the French Kiss. I don't really want to say much about it. It's just really cute contemporaries, and they're really fast to read, and the characters in Anna appear in Lola, and then the characters in Anna and Lola appear in Isla, so I really, really like that about this. I'm gonna say Isla is probably my favorite out of the three, just because we get to see these characters again, and things happen, and it's just so cute, and I really love it. So this is like, if you haven't read these, what are you doing? Oh my. Next we have a book that I read last summer along with Zach from Contempt Superhero. We kind of did a read along. That is Aristotle and Dante Discovers the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Science. That's a mouthful. But yeah, this is a book that follows Aristotle and Dante, and they are two best friends, and it just follows their adventures going through high school, and you really get to see them grow, and it's just really a really amazing story. I really, really love it. There are LGBTQ elements, and it is just like an amazing all-around book. It's very summery. This cover is absolutely amazing. It is so pretty. Then we have Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, and it's illustrated by Maria Kalman. And this follows Min and Ed, and it's kind of about their relationship and why they broke up. I really like the format of the story because it is told in letters that Min wrote to Ed. She put a box of letters as to why they broke up, and each letter corresponds with an object in the box. So there are objects and there are illustrations, and it's just a really amazing story, and I really enjoyed it. I also just really like the book. It is heavy because the paper is like this glossy paper, and the illustrations are wonderful. I really overall just enjoyed this book. It's very aesthetically pleasing as well. It was just a really nice story. Even though it is about why they broke up, I still really, really enjoyed it. Another rec that I have is The Duff by Cody Keplinger, and this was recently turned into a movie that I watched, and I liked it. It was pretty good, but I really enjoyed this book. It follows a girl named Bianca. She's in high school, and she has friends, and then one day the popular guy calls her the Duff, which stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend, and so she goes and she questions everything. She gets mad at her friends because she's like, how could you not tell me I was your Duff? And it's just pretty much a story about how everyone is a Duff to everyone. Everybody has a Duff. Everybody is a Duff. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just really, really liked the story, and I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like Wesley, even though he was a huge asshole. I really liked him. And I love Bianca. She's one of my favorite contemporary main characters, and I cannot wait to read more of Cody Keplinger. And yeah, it's just a really, really fun read. Next, we have The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider. This follows Ezra, who is like your popular, sporty guy with the perfect girlfriend, and then he gets into this accident and has this injury, and it kind of changes his life forever. He's no longer the big, awesome, popular guy, and his girlfriend cheated on him, and he has a shattered leg, and he meets this girl named Cassidy, and they fall in love. And that's not a spoiler because it all says right there. I just really enjoyed this book. I really connected with Ezra, the main character, and I really enjoyed this book, and I don't think it gets the hype that it deserves. Like, There has been talk about this book, but not as much as I think it deserves. It's a really great story. Next we have Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews, and this just became a movie as well, and I still haven't seen it. It follows a boy named Greg, and his mom pretty much forces him to become friends with a girl that has cancer, and it's just about that story. Greg and his friend Earl are filmmakers, so they try to make some sort of film for Rachel. It's just a really great story. I love the narration, and I love Jessie Andrews' writing. It was so amazing, and I just thought the main character was really sassy and sarcastic and just really funny, and I love how it was written and the format and everything, and I love this book so much, and you have to read it if you haven't. It is so good. For a really, really summery, fun read, we have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This follows a girl named Emily who receives a letter from her best friend Sloane that is a bucket list of things to do during the summer, and then Sloane just disappears. Like, Emily has no clue where she is, and she thinks that if she completes the bucket list, she will find Sloane, and it's just about that, and it's a lot of fun. Emily is kind of a shy person, and Sloane was always the one that brought her out of her shell. It's just about Emily and her developing and kind of becoming more confident and making her own friends and not depending on Sloane so much. And I just really, really like this story, and Frank Porter was amazing, and I tabbed a bunch, and I really love this story. Next we have a book that I picked up very spontaneously recently, and that was Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. I just picked this up on a whim, and I really am glad that I did. It follows a girl named Melinda, and it's kind of about her high school life. She's kind of an outcast because she called the police on a party during the summer, but nobody really knows the real reason why she called the police, so everybody just ignores her, is kind of mean to her. Her close friends from middle school are no longer her friends, and it's kind of about her and her slowly coming to terms with what happened at the party and wanting to speak up about it. So it was a really amazing story, and I really, really recommend it. It is really short, so if you're looking for a quick read, I really recommend this one. Then we have one of my favorite contemporary books, and that is Winger by Andrew Smith. This follows a boy named Ryan Dean West and him in high school, and he falls in love with a girl named Anna, and I love the narration. Everything about this book is amazing, and the writing is amazing. I love Andrew Smith, and the characters are all really awesome, and I don't know, I just really, really enjoyed this book. If you remember during Booktubeathon last year, I recreated the cover of this, and I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I just really, 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 really recommend this book. They're little comics, and I just really like the formatting of this book. The writing is all really awesome. So if you haven't read this one yet, please go read it. It is amazing. And the last book that I have to recommend is probably my all-time favorite, and I will never stop recommending this. If someone asks me what book to read, I will always say this one, and it is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is such a beautiful story, and I'm so glad that I finally read it, and it is absolutely amazing. It follows Jude and Noah, who are fraternal twins, and there's two perspectives, they're alternating perspectives. Noah's is told when they're about 12 and a half, 13, and Jude's is told when they're 16, and so it's like a time jump, and it's really amazing. It just follows them and this tragedy that happens in their family and how it affects them, and I just really like the time jump, and the way that everything comes together in the end is beautiful, and Jandy Nelson's writing is absolutely phenomenal, so I cannot recommend this book enough. If you were only to read one book from this whole recommendations, it'd be this one. Please, please read it if you haven't. It's absolutely amazing. So yes, those are some of the books that I recommend. I'm not going to hold all of them because I don't got the strength for that. Yeah, I really, really recommend every single one of these books. If you read some of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite contemporary book is. I hope it helps you out if you're looking for a new contemporary read. I'll see you guys tomorrow with VEDA Day 8. Bye!